as they take on Derek Carr. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay and Oak Hall. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. Activities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off. Glad to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. And, Charles, we got a good AFC West matchup. And you look ahead to the division race this year, the gap from top to bottom, that may just be tightening.
It certainly is. And this is one of my favorite divisions to talk about year in and year out in the NFL, because when you go through it, everyone has a good reason to think that they can win the division. The Raiders got better picking up Antonio Brown. Can he help their young quarterback continue to progress and make plays? How about in Denver? They may be hitting the reset button, but they always have players. Kansas City has Patrick Mahomes, by the way, and Phillip Rivers is still firing away for the Los Angeles Chargers.
Patrick Mahomes now in his third season in the league, leading the Chiefs onto the field. And, boy, with the Chiefs traded starting quarterback Alex Smith before 2018, a lot of people were wondering how good Patrick Mahomes could be, and he showed the entire league how good he could be, racking up over 5,000 yards and tied for second most passing touchdowns in a season with 50 of them. And he was handed the MVP and Offensive Player of the Year awards. Here's a guy on his fourth franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And now the Chiefs' offensive starters.
When you look back to 2014, you wonder how running back Damian Williams went undrafted. He's been productive in Miami, been productive in Kansas City, and in 2018 had the highest yards per attempt in his career with the Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They'll run it with Williams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
The absolute right player to focus on in this Oakland defense, linebacker Vontaze Burfict. Brought in from Cincinnati for one reason only, to help set a more aggressive tone for the Oakland defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense.
Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. It's a play call that they had in their pocket. No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The throw complete here to Williams. And he's got room. 30. Past the 20. And Williams is in for an Oakland touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 77 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got about that. That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Williams. And he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. On the toss, here's Williams. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback, a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams loses the football. And Williams is in for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Last year's MVP, Patrick Mahomes, leading the Chiefs for their next possession. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far, he's north of 100 yards receiving. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Carr now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
Throwing again. Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. After the INT, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised, just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, Jacobs. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time. time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the year? A route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Jacobs now at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd down, Williams. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans are saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, this is Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Again, it's Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. To throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.